My name is Elliot Sanchez. I'm the Director of Portfolio Program Planning for the Recovery School District. I'm from Slidell, Louisiana, born in Lafayette, but raised in Slidell. Disconnected youth are youth who have not been able to see the connection between the day-to-day experience of school and education and their future as a contributing, productive member of society in a way that makes sense to them. Disconnected youth are youth who struggle to make that link, and as a result, don't succeed at the same things that they would need to succeed long-term, day-to-day. Statewide, Louisiana's graduation rate is just breaking 70%. And it's incredible progress, but in New Orleans, Recovery School District specifically, we're just breaking 50. So almost half of our students that are enrolling in freshman year are never making it to graduation in senior year. And it's just a heartbreaking number. I mean, to think that out of a classroom of 25 students, maybe 13 of them will make it to graduation on average is just, it's unacceptable. And I think the struggle is to make sure that we can not only get them to graduation, but that the graduation is not just a piece of paper, that it's something meaningful, that it signifies progress on their path to the future as they want to make it. When we say that traditional schools aren't equipped to serve disconnected youth, it's not placing blame or calling out a fault of traditional schools. It's saying, by definition, a student who is not being served is somehow not getting something that the school should be offering. And really the question is not one about what is the problem with this school, what is the problem with these people, why aren't they doing it? The question is, what is it that the students need that is not built into the system that's serving them? And there's underlying issues about how we realign what our schools provide kids with what those kids need to succeed. When we talk about the role of schools, the way that schools are established is that they provide a free public education to every student who comes through the door. And invariably, some of those students will come in situations that will make success more difficult than others. And there are two ways to look at that. One, we can say that some of the students are just not starting in the same fair place, and so we should expect that some of those students wouldn't do as well, but that's fundamentally misaligned with what I think public education is about. I think public education is about saying no matter where you come in, no matter what you do, our responsibility is to be the difference so that you have the tools to make what you want your future to be. When we say that students who don't have those things, they don't have parents who can be there for them every day because the parents have to work 2 jobs, or where they have a parent who's been incarcerated. I mean, those things are definitely challenges that the student has to face. But to say that we should expect less of that student because of those things, I think is an abdication of our responsibility to provide them what they need to overcome them. For students who have a history of difficulty being disconnected from their education, the schools that can serve that need have to fundamentally first see their role as meeting that need. And so that involves them taking both a mindset and a plan of action that is centered around that responsibility to serve every kid. When that begins, when that starts, the school then says, who are our students? Who's succeeding, who isn't succeeding? And for the ones who aren't succeeding, what are their needs? If their needs are social and emotional, if the students are having difficulty in school because they feel neglected, they feel like no one's caring about them, they feel like they don't have a stable place to go back to, they feel nervous because they're not sure they're going to have a meal when they get home, if they're unsure about what it's going to take them to make it to the next day safely, then the school has to first say, with the resources we have, with our job descriptions, we need to meet that need in some way. We need to help that student overcome that small day-to-day challenge so that they can be connected again to that larger picture about why they're there in the first place.